it's corny, and you probably would definitely tell them. But has somebody ever used your name in their pickup line?
Not that I can remember. Honestly, I don't really fuck with pickup lines. My homeboy, hold on. My homeboy, he asked me what my favorite pickup line is. I said, "What's your name?" "Hello, my name is Sincere. What's your name?"
Watch me do my thing, I be like, ooh, you move my body, yeah, I'm sexy. No, baby, don't worry, ain't got no.
Hey, what's up, guys? It's me, Kaneson, back here with another episode of ELP Lit. You know we gonna get lit, have a little lituation if you just have a little patience. Now today we have host of Sincere Music Reviews, mother, artist, and in your words, Sheldon in a bad bitch body. Sincere.
What's up, y'all? What's up, y'all? Thanks for showing up. Thanks for coming through. Let's get to it.
All right. Okay. So, all right, I'm gonna fill you out. Okay, so off the rip, all right, when I look at you, I wonder, what is your ethnicity?
That's my least favorite question, the most asked question.
Yeah?
Hispanic, Black, Native American, and French.
Okay, you everywhere, basically.
My mama was born in Juarez. My dad was born in, I think, Jersey. I don't really know.
Okay.
My grandpa has orange hair, freckles, green eyes, Juarez.
Okay. So where that accent come from?
What accent?
That you have right now?
I don't feel like I have an accent. I really just...
So where are you from?
I'm from here. I'm from El Paso.
Yeah?
El Paso, baby.
Born and
I'm from
raised?
here. I was born in Bama. But
Okay.
I moved here because my dad was military. So I've been here since I was like 3 years old. So when people
Okay.
ask me, they be like, "Where you from?" I'll be like, "El Paso." "No, where you really from?" I'll be like, "El Paso." "Where was you born?" "Alabama." "Oh, that's why." I'm like, what the fuck you talking about?
Okay, because, all right, when I hear you talk, you have a bit more of like, in your voice. Mm-hmm. Like, so like, all right, for example, like New York women, they talk with more like, like, you know what I'm saying? Like, it's more bass in your voice more, I guess you say. That's why I feel like you have an accent. Here in El Paso, I feel like El Pasoans don't have an accent at all. Like, it's just like, yeah.
I mean, I feel like they got that, Hispanic type, the I shit. You know what I'm saying?
They got lingo, but like,
I feel like I got my own lingo.
Okay.
I feel like I got a mix of like, more so Cali. I get probably, because I know a lot of Cali niggas.
Okay. All right. Well. Okay, so what I'm gonna ask is this. Okay, so let's start with what you do. Mm-hmm. So, all right. Last night was my first time really seeing you do some things. So, like with your reviews, let's go over your reviews.
All right.
Okay. So, how did you get started in that?
Well, when I started dropping more music, I came across some music reviews just scrolling through TikTok. I didn't even know it was a thing, but hella people was doing them. So I started submitting my music to it. And then I figured these niggas don't need to be doing music reviews because their palette isn't big enough and they don't know what they're critiquing. They don't have the background for it. They don't really know what they're talking about. Like, for example, they're doing music reviews. Mind you, these are underground artist music reviews. So essentially, you're gonna expect these people who are submitting music to have band lab songs. Their production's probably not gonna be there. So you have to take that into consideration. So why are you gonna be hosting a music review where most of the people gonna not have the best production and just emphasize and pinpoint the production when there's so much other things you can point out and critique on the song, like flow, cadence, pocket, lyrics, subject matter, you know what I'm saying? So I feel like they just didn't know what they was talking about. It's easy to say, oh, the mix is bad, but that's kind of like, it's kind of obvious for any song. So then I said, I'm going to do something better. And plus, I can't be swayed by anybody. Nobody moves me. So I'm going to say what I want when I want and how I want it. Mm-hmm. And I feel like people can benefit from that instead of me How these other niggas is doing it is, oh, it's a 5 out of 10 next, because they're ready to get to the next song, and they don't really even hear it. They're not really even listening. So I feel like I could bring something better to the table, more sincere to the table.
Authentic. Okay. Now with that being said, I didn't know about that till last night. I didn't know people were doing music reviews on TikTok.
Yeah.
I'm not really on TikTok like that. With that being said, how did you get set up in that? Like if somebody wanted to start, could you put them on how to do that?
On God, I be putting everybody that I get a chance to, that I know fucks with music, on. Because it's really a little side hustle for real. You know, you can get paid off the skips, because you get your queue, which is the free line, and then you can have, once that queue gets 20-30 songs long, people could pay to skip the free line, and people could pay to skip the skips, and people could pay to get played right then and there. So it ranges, and you make the prices. Yesterday I had it on discount, so it's $5 a skip, $15 super skip. Usually it's $10 a skip, $20 super skip, and then the throne is $50. And I told my homeboy's friend, I started with just my speakers, like my studio speakers and my extra phone. Set it up, and that was that. I didn't have a webcam, I didn't have a mic, I didn't have no nothing. I didn't really even have the best setup, to be honest, and I just made it work. So you could really get started with just the speakers and a phone, or you don't even have to have a PC. Now I've made money off of it, and I've been able to profit and reinvest my money into new mic. And like the mic you saw, that new mic, I got some new headphones, the PC. And so now it's like a little part-time job for real.
What program you run off of?
Well, I'm using TikTok Studio to stream.
Okay.
And then the link that I use to organize my music is Nero. So it's Nero.live, I believe. And there's a bunch of different ones. There's not just Nero. You can organize. Some niggas have people send the songs directly to their Gmail. I personally don't do that because I'm too lazy to organize the songs as they come in. Nero organizes the songs as they come in, and when you get a skip, it automatically sends that song to the front. So I appreciate that. Now Nero does take a percentage out of it, but I'm really not doing it for the money. I do it because I would be doing it anyway, listening to music and shit. So.
Okay. Yeah, okay. I was really interested in that because, I ain't gonna lie, as soon as I was watching this, I wanted to get my little song reviewed, but also,
You got 2 songs reviewed.
2, yeah. So, I ain't gonna lie, I was in the middle of Applebee's waiting,
That's how I be.
Yeah.
Sometimes I didn't have the money for a skip. I'm in between paychecks or something. This was back cut a few months of a minute ago. And, sometimes I didn't have no $20 for a fucking skip. I just didn't want to spend it. And I'll be there, whatever I'm doing, and just locked into my phone because I'm waiting my turn.
Yeah.
Yeah, because some people be doing the music reviews. They be having hundreds of thousands of followers. You never know. It's also cheap marketing. That's why I was doing it. I really didn't give a fuck about what the host was thinking about my music because my shit's fire regardless.
Yeah.
But the people that are exposed to the music is cheap promotion, cheap marketing.
Now I want to ask you this. I want you to be sincere.
All right.
Is it okay to tell an artist your shit jumps the juice? Your shit trash?
Personally, I don't do that. I feel like that's not productive. That's one of the reasons why I started doing sincere music reviews, because being sincere is it's not I want to be productive. There's nothing beneficial. An artist is not gonna gain any knowledge or gain any real advice or anything from, oh, your song a 5 out of 10. Oh, this shit's ass, stop making music. That's right. Just, it's not only lame, it's corny, and it's not beneficial. It's not productive. It doesn't help nobody. And I don't get nothing out of just being a dickhead. So I don't do shit like that.
Okay.
There's a different way to put that,
Now I asked you that question because I feel like there are some people who are very talented, and it's they don't have to work as hard as everybody else.
Right.
They just got it. Right. Now I feel like there are some people who, it don't matter how hard they work, they probably will never really, it just don't come to them like that. They gotta work hard.
Right.
For example, I put it as an example. For example, I can hear a beat right now, and within the next 10 to 15 minutes, I could write a verse. It's done. Some people tell me it takes them days. Like, so it's like for
really
some people,
depends.
you know what I'm saying?
You don't be in those moods where you kind of get that writer's block. You know what I'm saying? Like you really just can't.
Well, look at you, say this ain't no debate. I set the pace, I never deviate. I move deliberate so you can swim in it. Put me on a flight, I take my time to make it intimate. Read my body right, no rush, just let the
Can't, because I be in those moods where I'm like I'm wanting to, but I just can't. It's not, the vibe's not there. And like I said, like I don't, anything that I don't want to do, I don't do it. If I don't genuinely want to do it, I'm not gonna do it.
I'll say it's like this. It's a natural thing. So I feel like if I have to force the lyrics, it ain't it.
I agree.
I stop.
I move on. I take a break.
Yeah.
I go do some drugs or something. Stimulate my mind.
I'm sorry, it took me. I didn't expect that. Okay, all right. Like, I didn't like what type of drugs? Like, what do you mean?
My favorite, probably shrooms. Shrooms changed my life. Shrooms are a natural anti-anxiety, antidepressant.
For real?
Definitely.
Like,
Anything, if you do it, you know what I'm saying? People take shrooms wrong and they take it and they let the drug take them and they sit in the chair and they just zone off and stare at the fucking wall. I challenge you to take it and go out and experience the world on it, because now you don't have no social anxiety, which regardless whether you want to admit it or not, motherfuckers be having it. It's the fear of being perceived, and it's a real thing. People are thinking too much. What's the first thing you do when you walk into a club? Realistically. Like off rip.
like go to the wall.
Could probably go to the wall, go get a drink. Even if you're not thirsty, go to the bar and get a drink. Why?
It depends if the song right. I might.
But
Little
usually,
bit,
you know
you
what I'm saying?
know?
That, look, I mean, from what my experience is, I see niggas coming in and either they do one or two things, or one or three things. They take a lap, they start walking around, they go to the restroom, or they go to the bar.
Yeah.
I've been with homeboys that buy drinks just because the bartender's asking to buy drinks. Homeboy just told me he wasn't drinking. He just got fucked up last night. He don't want to drink tonight. But because bartender's asking, now he feels pressured to do something he don't really even want to do. He planned not to do. I rebuke that energy.
Okay. You said rebuke.
Rebuke it.
Yeah. Are you religious?
No, I'm not. I don't really follow no organized religion or anything. I don't really believe in it. I'm more spiritual.
Okay.
Yeah.
It's just like me being from North Carolina. There's a Baptist church around every corner. So like, how do I say it? Like that's basically everybody grandma. I
Right.
rebuke it in the name of the Lord. So when you said that, it went straight to that memory.
Yeah, it definitely has that. You know, it's associated a lot with religion. You know, with the vernacular that comes with religion. But I mean, it's really just a word. It's just another word that you can use with anything.
Okay. So all right, so I want to ask this. Okay. Now this is something else I noticed while being in the reviews. You know what I'm saying? How do you deal with how many dudes is like shooting a shot in the comments?
It just really depends on the approach and in my mood. Like, sometimes I don't really want to be bothered. Like, my life I've been over sexualized. So, you know what I'm saying? And it'd be crazy because it's like, damn, like that's really, the looks is really just a cherry on top. Like, do you know I'm funny as fuck? So when niggas be trying to holler, like if they're too extra with it, one thing I'll probably do is, damn, I didn't know this was the first time you seen a girl, because that's how they be acting. But I really just treat them like a little brother. Like, I just little bro them, for real. Because, I mean, the compliments don't move me. I prefer to be complimented on my character, the way I move, you know what I'm saying, the way I carry myself. So those compliments don't really be hitting. They don't be landing like they think it's going to land. They don't be hyping me up. I'm not moved. Because I already know who I am and how I look. I look at myself every day in the mirror.
Okay, this is a question I have, okay? Because I've always wanted that. If you, like, for example, right? If I've never had a problem with women, and women always say I look pretty decent, like I'm good looking, saying I'm good looking wouldn't move me. So if you've already been called good looking, what moves you?
I just said, I like to be, if I wanted to be complimented, I prefer to be complimented on the content, like MLK said, the content of my character. You know what I'm saying? Like, it's more than that. It's more, the looks fade. You know what I'm saying? We get old, we wither away. So
But I'm talking about off of like first contact. I can't know that you funny off of first look.
So I think my presence, my aura, the way that I speak, the way that I walk into a room, the way that I capture the room, the way that everybody looks at me when I walk in without even saying nothing. I don't even have to say nothing because motherfuckers looking, who is that? Why does she got overalls on? She look fly as fuck.
Right.
You know, it's really about the energy. You don't even have to speak, for real. And people will feel your presence. Like, you know what I'm saying? It's more than just even having to talk or even to engage with anybody. That's how assumptions are made. That's how rumors are made too. Like, people assume something about something that they don't even know and they've never engaged with. Here they are making an assumption and forming an opinion on something that they never engage with. It happens all the time.
I feel like I know you would say it's corny, and you probably would definitely tell them, but has somebody ever used your name in their pickup line?
Not that I can remember. Honestly, I don't really fuck with pickup lines. My homeboy, hold on. My homeboy, he asked me what my favorite pickup line is. I said, "What's your name?" "Hello, my name is Sincere. What's your name?"
All your language, say come closer, don't wait. One look at you, say this ain't no debate. I set the pace, I never deviate. I move deliberate so you can swim in it. Put me on a flight, I take my time to make it intimate.
That's the best pickup line you could use on me. I don't give a fuck about shit else. You ever talk to a motherfucker, you talking to this motherfucker for like 15 minutes in your face, and you just like, damn, you don't even know my name, for real. I don't even know your name. That should be the first step. Let's bring that back. Let's bring that grown man shit back. You know, you don't have to come at me with no game. You're already playing games. You already trying to weasel your way in. Just be authentic. Just be yourself. Have a conversation.
Okay. Nah, I fuck with that. I ain't gonna lie. This might be the real shit I heard in the web. Okay, all right. You don't hear this perspective a lot. You know what I'm saying? Being how I was raised, I even noticed that some small things have grown out of style that I thought were instant. I'm only 27, so
No way.
yeah.
I'm 27 too.
Okay. All right. So you understand it. All right. I feel like I'm young, right? But
What do you feel like is old?
like 70. Like my granddad 65, still selling insurance, still cutting grass, still selling watermelon. You know what I'm saying? He's still taking the lady from the church. Like, he a pastor, so you know, they be on him. But you know, anyway, that's not the point. The thing is that I'm 27. I feel young, but I got people at the gym talking about, "Hey, what's up, Unc?" Like, but anyway.
Maybe it's just the energy you give. When I feel like if I could call someone Unc, it's giving like older, you know, but not necessarily you old vibes, more so like you're more mature vibes.
Kids think we're old now.
Shit.
I don't
feel like 27 is old at all. I feel like that's not even hitting my prime, for real.
Nah, like they said 30 when the light bulb come on.
Not for girls and not for me.
Nah, you feel like your light bulb been
my
on?
fucking frontal lobe done developed since I was like 20 years old. It's miles ahead of these niggas, and it's lonely up here.
Oh shit. Okay. Look. Okay. So, all right. I want to ask: is melodic your favorite word?
Melodic is not my favorite word.
Because I'm asking this because, all right, I'm at the table, and I'm literally watching. I'm like, dang, bro, she done said melodic like 40 times. Like, hey, like, yeah.
It's because niggas be stiff. They be stiff, and it's like. It's I don't like to call music dated, but like, for lack of better word, that's kind of where I'm coming from. And like, when I say melodic, I'm like, harmonize, you know, melodize with it, you know, throw a little some flavor in there, you know, stretch out this vowel, slow this line down. That's what I really mean about melodic. But preference wise, melodic music is what I don't know, like my music. Have you heard my music?
Yeah.
So I feel like I would say my music is more on the melodic rap side.
Well, I've heard one song so far because that's all you have on your Spotify.
Yeah.
You know, I put you in the playlist.
Oh, fire. Appreciate you.
Yeah. So, I mean, but then I heard you perform on SNL El Paso. I was there at the Mona Bar.
Oh, yeah. You was there?
I was. I just never talked to you that night, it got crazy.
That's crazy.
Yeah, but that's the only way I know you.
Oh.
Yeah,
Okay.
yeah, because I ran into you there. That's how I knew
So
you.
you saw me perform?
Yeah.
Oh, fire.
Okay. So, and something I've been trying to do more, I noticed that every person was a rapper.
Right.
And then, but after talking to Nick, I realized also that there's not a lot of R&B-ish or singers in El Paso.
Right.
Actually, what genre do you put yourself in?
I be saying that too. I be like, what is my music? Because I sing the hook, but it's like deep subject matter. So, you know, it's not pain music. It's just got substance. I'm not writing no generic shit about fucking bitches and fucking niggas and my pussy wet and this and that. I'm not interested in that. I could write songs like that and have, but just I would rather have deeper subject matter that actually sticks and tells a story or makes sense personally. But then my raps are. I'm still talking my shit, but it's just melodic. It's just, I like to play with it. I like to go up and down, chaotic type shit. I don't like to structure my songs and do my songs like typical songs.
Okay. And I wanted to ask you though, because you ran right into one of my questions. How do you feel like women are too vulgar with the way that they talk in music now?
Yeah, I feel like there's a pressure to be over sexual with it, and you don't need to be a sellout. You don't have to be putting yourself in a box or let society or the industry put you in a box. I refuse to be put in a box. You know what I'm saying? Like when people are listening to my music and they're telling me, slow down, let the beat breathe. I'm like, I'll let the beat breathe when I feel like I want to let the beat breathe. I don't feel like I want to let the beat breathe. Why? Because when I get that type of feedback, I gotta subjectively be real with myself and say, is this person telling me to slow down because you genuinely cannot understand what the fuck I'm saying? It don't make sense. It's out of pocket. No. It's not that. It's because they personally wanted my music to be more easily digestible so that they can listen to it easier. Especially the people with the music reviews, all they do is hear songs, thousands of songs a week. So I understand the need to just want to hear something to stow on in the background, but that's not my flavor. That's not what music that's not the type of music I make.
Right. I know I'm jumping around, but it's just sometimes you be saying stuff and then it come back to my head. So I wanted to ask, has there ever been any bad reactions, like somebody really got fucked up with you from how you reviewed they song?
There was one dude that he submitted a song in my review not too long ago, and his song was cool. I didn't really have a problem with it. The only issue that I had said something on was, I don't fuck with the way that you ended the song with the R word. I don't think that is politically correct. I don't think it's nice. I don't think it's classy. And I think that it's a filler word, just like nigga. I don't like when I hear, especially in El Paso, you got Mexicans always saying nigga this, nigga that, because it's a part of their vernacular, and too many black people let it slide and give them the pass. But that's their business. Personally, I don't fuck with that. And this dude, he got upset because I said that was hate speech. But it is. I'm gonna call it like I said, it is. You calling someone the R word is hate speech. You're disrespecting a whole demographic of people. So it's hate speech. And so I went to a different live, and he happened to be in there. It was a music review live. Seeing him, I'm the type of person, if I see you, and this is in person too, I say what's up. So I added him, hey, what's up? Because he was just supporting, he was just in my life. I think he got a skip too. So I was like, hey, what's up? He didn't acknowledge me, didn't say what's up back, whatever. I'm thinking he didn't even see my comment. All right, cool. I'm not even thinking nothing of it. And then he plays a song. His song comes up, and then he puts in the comments, not adding me or nothing, because he don't got the balls, I guess. And he's like, this girl said that I was doing hate speech because I said the R word in my song, and kind of just like bitching about it. But yeah, I guess like he kind of felt away. But I was just keeping it real. Using nigga in a word, using nigga in a bless you.
Thank you.
Using nigga in a rap is just basic. Like, it's a filler word. You use that word when you don't have nothing else better to say.
Right.
So.
Okay. I would just want, because somebody had told me, because when I started doing showcases here, people was like, hey man, like, maybe you shouldn't be a judge for your own events. I was like, why you say that for? He was like, because like people really take it to heart, like when they don't win or something like that, and they get fucked up with you. And I was like, and I never looked at it that way, because usually, like, okay, all right, I'm not about to sit here and lie, but like me personally, I have a certain confidence, right? So, all right, I can understand somebody be like, damn, how he win? Like, you know what I'm saying? But like, I've never been to the level of like, I'm fucked up with the judges.
Right.
Yeah,
and it's
you know what I'm
not
saying?
your responsibility to coddle these niggas and hold their hand through their emotions while they process them. I mean, it is what it is at the end of the day. You can have confidence behind your song. Like, I'll probably do the same shit. But I'm genuinely passionate about where I stand with my music, because I feel like, yeah, your music, it could be fire and everything, but I still get more points on the creativity side, on the original side, because I'm not making music like everybody else is making.
Right. Now, first, well, this is what I want to ask. If we're saying, I don't want to say it. Okay, first, what made you want to sing?
I don't think anything made me want to sing. I think that I was just I might have been manic one day, hella manic, and just fucking around, and then I fucked around and made a whole song. Just hyper fixated on something. You know, you ever hyper fixate on? I'd be hyper fixated. You know, I got ADHD, so when I lock into something, it's like I lock in, and then I'll be doing that for hours, just doing whatever for hours. So then that turned into one thing, and then I was like, actually, this sounds kind of fire. Okay. And then I just kept going with it, and it just became a hobby and a habit. And the more I did it, the more I enjoyed it, the more creative I got, the more I challenged myself. And like singing and stuff has always been kind of natural to me. Like, I feel like I have a decent voice, but when it came to rapping, like my old music, the music that I started, because I've only been making music since last February. So when I barely started, my flow, the pocket I was in was completely different. It wasn't melodic at all. It was very just like how niggas rap now. Like, I'm talking, like they talking. But now I just did a completely different pocket, different approach. And I think that's where I sat and where I stayed at, because I'm more comfortable with it.
Okay. No, okay. I fuck with that. I guess I gotta ask y'all, because, you know, I feel like with singing is different than rapping.
Right.
In the case of, like, I feel like somebody could really develop the skill of rapping. Some people have a talent for it, but I feel like some you can develop it. I feel like with singing, I feel either you got it or you don't. And I feel like a certain confidence come with it to be able to release a track of you singing. Because like me personally, I could love the way I sing in the shower, but to go to a studio and to lay tracks down singing and actually release it, because I feel like people are way more critical on how somebody sings than rapping, I feel like.
I don't know. I feel like they're kind of, it's like you get judgment on both ends. I think that when it comes to singing, though, it is a little bit more intimidating because you have to approach it differently. You know what I'm saying? So the way singing, like I tell my people, like when they try to sing, I'm like, you're holding yourself back. And I know what I don't know if they know what I'm saying, but I've been there where like I was intimidated to kind of like let it out, and I was kind of like shy with it, and I would just kind of be calm with it. But now I'll be at Circle K singing my life away. Like, I don't care. And I think that's what people need to understand, is that like you can't be shy with it. And I personally feel like if you could hum it, you could sing it.
You're matching pitch.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's just about practicing and opening your throat chakra, you know what I'm saying? Like not being afraid to say something and have a voice, and just accept your voice. You can't change it.
Okay. Now I'm gonna ask you this question. This had Nick, he didn't know what to do with this question. So all time, I want you to tell me, I'm gonna do it easier than I did him. Top female R&B artists of all time.
Jasmine Sullivan.
No, give me 5.
Lauryn Hill. I don't know. I don't really listen to a lot of R&B. Not really. On God, I be listening to my own shit. And my bestie will tell you I listen to the same 3 songs every fucking day. So I get bored, and then it's on to the next, and then I'll go back to listen to just my music for a couple months.
Yeah.
Yeah, I don't be listening to. Yeah, I don't be on. I'll be on shit. I really don't be looking for new music. People ask me who inspires you. Nobody inspires me. I literally wake up and I'll be coming out of a depressive episode or a manic episode, or I done had a bad day or something. Somebody did some weird shit, or just going through life, and I'll just be in the moment, and it'll just come out, and I'll just melodize with it, harmonize with something. A beat will play in the club or in the middle of the store when I'm shopping at Ross, and I'll start humming to it, and then I'll start voice recording myself, and then I'll take that and I'll take it home and write to that. And so yeah, like I don't really be having an answer to that, because I really don't be fucking listening to a lot. I mean, I probably could go through my phone and find some people, but it's not all my songs, I haven't heard them in a minute. It's gonna be old shit, like shit that came out like a couple years ago.
Okay. I was gonna ask, is it hard pursuing a musical career while having a son?
Personally, no, it's not. I don't feel like anything's. I think everything is just. I think anything is as hard as you make it. And it's easier said than done, but coming from someone who's had deep-rooted depression, you really do have to take control of your perspective, because your perspective is everything, and that's with everything. So if I have a negative attitude, a negative perspective on my situation, and I'm already putting myself in a box and kind of setting myself up for failure, for negative things to come my way. And I just make it work. I don't think that there's a such thing as a nigga being too busy. It's not. That's an excuse. That's a justification. Like, that's a cop-out. So I always find a way. There's always a way. There's always a village. There's always people that's gonna help you out.
Okay. So you finding a way to do it.
Plus, I don't have my son full time. He's with his dad too. So I do have that privilege where I get my little time to myself, and then, he goes back with his dad, and vice versa, So I'm not fully with my son like every single day. Okay. So that helps. Mm-hmm. But even when he was at Mona, my son. I saw. I be bringing him on stage too. Mm-hmm. It's a moment for him, because I know he's gonna remember being on stage, even though he shied out on me last time. Like it's something that he's gonna remember that we did together, and he be bragging about me. He knows my songs. He be singing my songs to me. Yeah. Like that's fire to me, because I'm making an imprint on his little mind, and I fuck with that.
Okay, so I want to know. I'm hearing you, and I guess we're figuring what is the goals of what you're trying to do here musically.
I just want to be sincere. I just want to do everything in a sincere, real way, and just move the way I want to move, make music for me. I'm not really into, because like, for example, in the music reviews, they be like, well, if you want the consumers to listen to you and you want to sell your music and you want to blow up and get famous, like, that's not everybody's prerogative. I don't feel like you're a real artist if that's your main prerogative, is just to blow up and get famous. Opportunities have been presenting themselves, such as this interview, since I just started putting myself out there. And it was just one day that out of the year that I've been making music, and I just woke up one day and said, yeah, I'm gonna put myself out there. And then now I got interviews. I got 3 shows coming up. You know what I'm saying? I'm making music. I'm meeting producers. I'm getting beats for free. Like, I'm getting invited to different cities. Like, it's cool. Like, I fuck with just being and moving in a sincere way, because when you have that perspective and you're just doing things in an authentic way, things have a way of aligning for you. So the goal is really just to be authentic to myself and move authentically, like move with sincerity, and move like the realest nigga that I could be. Okay.
Is Sincere your real name?
Yeah.
Okay. I don't know. Like I said, everybody has their names, but it don't necessarily is their actual real name.
Yeah, the artist name.
Yeah, right. Like for example, like my name is my artist name is Kaneson, but it actually is my real name.
Kaneson is like a hard ass name. That's
but it's like my name is Kason, but my dad name is Kane. I'm his son, Kaneson. That's how he put that together. Yeah.
I'm dead. But should I drop my black?
But he wanted to make sure that nobody could ever say that's not my son. That's how.
That's like the same shit when niggas be getting their last name tattooed on themselves. Like, you gonna forget it or something. I just want to make sure I don't forget it, so I tattooed it on my back.
That's something I noticed though. In El Paso was the first place I ever noticed it. Is that a lot of Hispanics will get their family name, but I feel like that's them like carrying their family on their back type thing.
That's another thing too. Like, I feel like everybody should get the opportunity to change their name when they're like 18, and maybe that's a little too young too, but like once their frontal lobe starts to develop and the wires start wiring and you create an identity hopefully for yourself, sometimes you don't identify with the name that your parents gave to you. First of all, why did they get the chance to name you? They didn't even fucking know you. They don't know who you was gonna be. They don't know who you was gonna identify, how you was gonna resonate with that name. So yeah, I don't know. I mean, I feel like people put too much pressure and like weight on being traditional and moving in a traditional way. I'm not really a traditional type of person.
Did your parents name you Sincere?
Yeah.
It worked out for you, huh?
It worked out, but it just worked out. But like, let's say my name was like something else that I didn't fuck with, I would have wanted to changed it. I wouldn't have resonated with it.
I mean, everybody actually does have the choice. They can change their name.
I mean, yeah, but like, yeah, they do for sure. But
so okay, I'm gonna ask you this question because I just started last interview. Have you experienced? Well, first, hold on. Let me ask. How long have you been doing music?
I told you I've been making music since last February. That's
it?
Yeah. What would you think?
That how long you been making?
Yeah, that's one of the questions I'll be asking people out of curiosity.
I would think at least a couple years to you.
Yeah, that's what I get to. Anywhere from like 5 to like 8 years.
Yeah, at least a couple years. But I don't be knowing how to gauge it because when I look at you, I don't know if you're young or older. Like it's like you just. It's kind of like stuck in I don't know.
I got one of those faces.
Faces where it's like, you might fuck around and be young, or you might fuck around and be like 30, 31. You know what I'm saying? But it's like you're in the middle.
I'm around there, shit. I'm getting up there.
But yeah. Okay. I want to ask this question because I remember the dude had commented like, "Hey, is my shit fire?"
My shit fire. Top on a track with me. Let's work.
Yeah. So,
then what did I say?
Yeah, you said it wasn't fire. You wouldn't work with.
So I wouldn't work with you.
Yeah. You said yeah. But but like, I guess what I wanted to ask, if somebody's shit ain't fire, how much would you charge for a feature?
I wouldn't work with them.
It don't matter what money they threw at you?
That's not sincere of me.
No?
Money don't move me. I'd rather be a real nigga.
I guess I'd
rather be able to say that I'm a real nigga and actually mean it. That's not real nigga material if I'm just fucking being opportunistic and fake and money hungry.
Okay. I mean, in a way, you would kind of be, what's the word for it when you, like, anomaly? Is that what it is? Like
anomaly? What does anomaly mean?
Something that's just very different, out of like the context of out of the blue type of stuff.
Right. What? And you got a vocabulary. I taught you a word? Ooh!
I've heard it, but I didn't know the definition.
Okay, but anyway, that's what you would basically be. Like you're way over here by yourself. Okay? Do you know what I'm saying?
Kind of like a leper. Right? Like a social leper.
Yeah.
If you want to say it like that. Yeah, because, all right, for example, if you gotta think everybody in this field is basically opportunistic. Because you think about the engineer. He can't turn and raid people just because their music suck. He has to be that way for him to make a living. Do you know what I'm saying?
You don't have to.
To make a living, yeah. Because
There's a choice.
Most people, I feel like, are not, especially in this area, are not very good at music. So it's with saying that I feel like for example, I'm in school for audio engineering right now. I'm understanding that every person that I might record might not be Drake. You know what I'm saying? Might not be good.
You don't want everybody that you want different variety. You want a variation of different people in different lanes. You know what I'm saying? Just because you wouldn't hear it personally, you still gotta be subjective. Like, there is a lane for this. There's people that are listening to this. That's why underground music exists.
Right.
But personally, it's like, okay, so R. Kelly throw you 100,000. You finna produce for him?
It's R. Kelly.
Where do you stand, nigga? Where do you stand?
Don't do that to me.
I'm just saying.
Cause I fuck with R. Kelly, not Robert. They're two different people.
Oh, hell nah. Pause. Cut the cameras.
They're two different people. To me, okay. For example, they people thought that they could separate. Like, for example, I bet you in the black community, everybody still plays R. Kelly, even though what happened. Personally,
I don't support it. I don't play Diddy. I don't play R. Kelly. I don't really play, like, who else is someone else? I never played 6ix9ine. I even started to fall back off Kodak. I haven't played Kodak.
It's like, I understand. It's just, I guess, it's like, for example, it's like making your child to a song and then 20 years later, then they get discharged and be like,
but
whoa.
They was making the songs while they was doing the shit. This was in the same era, the same time zone. So they was making your favorite songs while holding these bitches captive in the motherfucking basement.
I'm not saying I agree with the actions. Look, I just love the songs.
Yeah, and you can appreciate it for, you can separate the artist from the music. You know what I'm saying? I understand that. Personally, it comes down to, like, for me, it's like, what does it cost me to not listen to R. Kelly? Nothing.
I'm not saying he come across my thing every day or something.
He's just not in the rotation. Now, if I'm out and about and I hear a song like, Same Girl, whatever, it was one of the songs I used to listen to a lot in a club, it comes on, I know the lyrics. Depending on how drunk I am, how loose I am, I probably sing along. That's just catching me because I'm human and I'm singing along and I'm vibing. But I don't support it. I don't play it on my own time.
Yeah.
So it really just, like, I try to choose my battles. But for the most part, I try to pick a side. I don't like neutral people.
Right. Okay. Like, for example, the dude, what's his name? The one who went to prison for like, I think, raping a woman. He was on That 70s Show.
The one with the afro?
Yeah, but just because he did that, I can't stop watching That 70s Show. It's a good show.
That's crazy.
There's like
that shit ain't nothing like. But for me, it's like there's nothing in the world that holds more weight than my morals. And I'm not self-righteous. I'm just very righteous and very deep-rooted in my morals and my values. So it don't cost me nothing to not watch That 70s Show. It's not, I'm not gonna lose sleep not to missing out on it.
No, I understand. I feel like, though, I'm just saying, in this generation, I feel like somebody can do something 20 years later after something is made, and then everybody is like, oh, I gotta boycott this. I'm like, bro, he did that, but I don't just because I watched this show doesn't mean I support his actions. But it's like, I like the show.
You're saying that while actively supporting and putting money in their pocket. You're not supporting their actions, but you're supporting the artist.
I mean, there's 12 other characters on the show,
but he's one of them. And he's a main one too. He's a main one. I never really got into That 70s Show. That was kind of like background show type.
Yeah, but I think
background noise type show.
Oh, like for me, I like a lot of older stuff. So like, I pay it.
You watch Bill Cosby?
Do I watch Bill Cosby?
Or did
No.
you watch Bill Cosby?
Like maybe a couple, but that's not something I would be like, let me put on the Bill Cosby Show.
I remember watching Bill Cosby when I was way younger. I mean, as I got older, I stopped watching it, but yeah. This was before anything about him came out, though.
But then, didn't he get proven innocent?
Ain't he still in jail?
No.
See, I don't even keep up with that nigga.
He got out.
I don't even keep up with him.
Yeah, cause all of them like took their testimonies back or something. Anyway,
that's crazy.
Okay, you told me how old? Well, you already told us how old you are. You're 27.
I'm 27. Yeah.
Okay. Now, I noticed from your appearance, I didn't know that you had a bunch of tattoos.
No.
Do you mind telling us what your tattoos mean?
Really, think the only ones that really have a meaning behind them, like deep, that I actually was like, I'm intentionally getting this because I fuck with the meaning, is this one, which is my Santa Muerte. She's my mother, my sister, my best friend, my guider, my protector. I truthfully believe I got her when I was 18, and I didn't know why I got her. I was just called to get her. And it's crazy because this one girl on Twitter, she had hit me up one day, didn't know her. And she said, this is before I even posted my Santa Muerte tattoo. And she DM'd me and she was like, hey, Santa, I think she said Santi, like, you know, little nickname. But she's like, Santi fucks with her tattoo. I was shook. And I just feel like, personally, I just been through so much shit that where it's like, you know, where you go through so much shit during life, you're like, I shouldn't be here right now. So I feel like she kind of played a part with that, just as my protector, because I relate to her so much because she's very misunderstood and judged. Because, you know, people affiliate her with the cartel. People affiliate her, even say that she's like satanic or witchcraft and shit like that. I'm not saying people don't be using her, you know, for different things, but that's not what she is. She's a deity, you know what I'm saying? Protector for the misunderstood, for the lost boys.
I mean, I didn't run into that until I got to El Paso. It's a lot of culture shocks when you get to El Paso. So
and then I got the stomach tat. It says like when you look at me, it says saint, and then when I look down, it says sinner upside down. Those like the only two intentional tattoos that I got.
Is that the okay? Is that why like on your story, like when you're at the pool, you'll post like going downwards like that?
No, it's not. I don't do that intentionally. Sometimes I'll do it intentionally, but like recently, nah, I haven't done it. Like if I want people to see my tattoo, I'll literally post the upside down, or I'll post like, I'll put a little caption like turn it upside down. So that's how you know that I'm intentionally doing it, because I want you to see my tattoo.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
All right. Now I want you to elaborate, 'cause I ain't gonna lie, this is my first time meeting someone that I feel like, no, you know what? Not my first time meeting someone that, like you said, you were autistic. I don't feel like it's my first time, because
I feel like we are a little bit on the spectrum. It's a spectrum for a reason. I'm just like on the higher performance spectrum.
Okay, and then it says a different. Do you mind like how does that affect you? Like the ADHD and the bipolar. Like how does that affect you?
So I mean, it really is very chaotic. Like my bipolar, I have type 2, so my manic, being bipolar, you're really just, people think, oh, so you're mad one second and you're sad the next and you're happy the next. It's not like that. It's really just like your mood is imbalance. You have a chemical imbalance in your brain, so you don't create a lot of dopamine. You have a dopamine deficiency. Also, that is correlates to ADHD. A lot of people with ADHD have a dopamine deficiency, so they suffer from, what I suffer from is executive dysfunction. So that's what I struggle with on the daily basis, getting up out of bed. I have 2 prescriptions for Vyvanse, which is like Adderall, but like bougie Adderall. So I take the 50 in the morning, the 50 milligram in the morning, just so I can get moving, get up, just do regular deep things and be productive. Wake up. Otherwise, I'm falling asleep, literally falling asleep. I was so bad sometimes. I would, before I got prescribed, and I would be driving and falling asleep. I didn't know why. I thought there was something, like, I didn't know what the hell was going on. I was like, I got sleep last night. And this goes back to when I was in even high school and shit. I thought there was something wrong with me because I couldn't pay attention. I would get hella sleep, but I would still be falling asleep in class. I didn't understand it. I didn't know why I didn't want to lock in and learn and do my homework. But then I grew up and I figured out, oh, I have ADHD. So I hyperfixate on things, and I genuinely, like when I told you I don't do things unless I genuinely want to do it, partly because I'm a real nigga, but partly because I can't help it. Because if I'm not I'm damn near infatuated with something, genuinely interested in something, I can't be bothered with it. So that kind of sucks, but then it kind of makes me more authentic in a way. So I really just embrace all these disorders and shit. They're kind of really like my superpowers. Autism really kind of fucked me up though. Autism be interesting though, because since I'm on stimulants, it makes my autism traits more pronounced if you pay attention. But I guess like I don't have a lot of people, like my best friend probably could tell you I have like my little stems and stuff. But I think it's really just that I'm very observant, like hyper aware, like very, very aware, scarily, that I observe everything. That's why I like psychology. I just observe everything. I'm a watcher. I can imitate. That's why it's easy for me to like make songs and stuff like that, because I already have like this. I can hear a sound in my head and then reiterate it out loud, and that helps a lot with my music. But yeah, just autism really is just like, I think that's really where the misunderstanding comes from, and being misunderstood, because I don't relate. I'm very direct. I'm not like, I don't beat around the bush. I'm not passive aggressive. I say what I mean what I say, and I don't read between the lines, and I don't make anybody read between the lines. So people don't like that bluntness. People don't like that directness. They take it as, I get called aggressive a lot, but before I used to kind of get upset about it. Now I just question like, what's so aggressive about me? I'm not doing anything. Am I aggressive, or are you intimidated? So yeah, I mean, they all have their little things that make me who I am, but I really just embrace it, and I fuck with me. So I think I'm a cool ass person, to be honest. What you think, Bestie?
Rocking it.
Okay. I guess I feel that I know it's pretty hard for some people, because with me being in the military, I guess I lost a certain thing, for as like, I'm very blunt. I just say straight to the point, and I believe fact over emotion.
Okay.
So it's like,
I agree.
Yeah, okay, but it hurts a lot of things, basically. Do you think so? I would like you to talk about how you grew up, and then I want to do a little game right quick.
All right. So, I mean, I grew up in a Hispanic household, you know what I'm saying? My parents is the parents that they've been together for like, I think damn near 60 years, but they shouldn't be. But I think that they're just so attached, and they grew to be best friends, even though they don't belong together. And I grew up seeing like, my mom and dad constantly, going at it with each other. I grew up around like a lot of toxic shit. I don't really have a good relationship with either of my parents, and especially with my family. Like, I've always been the black sheep. I just never related. I never had like a group of friends. Like my sister, for example, she got a group of friends to this day that she knows since like elementary or high school or middle school. I've never had that, because eventually people turn weird. Eventually I have to choose them or myself. And when I say myself, I mean my morals and what I stand for. And I'm always going to choose me. I'm always going to choose what's right. I'm always going to choose what's more sincere and authentic. And, that it gets lonely up here. So when I came to growing up, I was constantly alone. And that's the thing. Like, I was constantly left to be alone and to conceptualize like by myself everything that I was going through, things that I was seeing, things that happened to me. Because I was always in the streets and shit. I was always growing up. I was always around boys and stuff. Like, not in that way, but like I always related to guys because they was less dramatic. And I was in sports and stuff. So yeah, I just never really wanted to be bothered. I was okay with being alone. I would just be always alone in my head, always just conceptualizing and always just observing, like, you know what I'm saying? Just reflecting, just deeply, deeply profound and ahead of my time for my age.
Okay. Okay. Now, I did put these questions together. Now, meeting you, I feel like this should have been deeper. Because I feel like from what I'm finding out, is that you're way more, like, deeper and intellectual than I thought you were going to be.
Definitely. My favorite word to describe myself in just one word is profound.
Yeah. So I put these together, and you tell me one or the other. Okay? Right. The name of the game is called Sincere or Not. Okay. So.
And I have to choose?
You have to choose one or the other.
It's crazy. I was just talking to my homeboy about it because he said, "Who would you work with, Diddy or R. Kelly?" And I said I wouldn't work with either. And it's like that's the thing about hypotheticals. I don't be doing that. I don't be doing no hypotheticals. So I'm intrigued.
Okay. All right. Number 1.
All right.
BBL or natural?
Natural.
Drums or flats?
Flats.
Heels or sneakers?
Sneakers.
If you're gonna be with a guy, love or money?
Probably money.
Money?
Definitely.
Okay.
Love is fleeting. Love is a feeling, and feelings are fleeting. They come and go. I'd rather have loyalty over love.
Yeah, okay, I feel it. All right. Is it tricking if you got it?
Hell no.
Okay. Looks or talent?
Talent. Looks fade.
Okay. All right. If you're dating a guy, he gets locked up for 7 years, you holding him down?
7? Holding them down is in what? Like not fucking with nobody else, not talking to nobody else? Hell no.
Okay.
Well, I gotta be locked up with you. I'm not in jail, nigga.
Yeah,
I'm in
okay.
the free world.
I feel okay. All right. Natural or weave?
Personally, weave.
Okay.
Yeah. I mean, I rock both, but I like to have my hair styled.
Okay, this is one of my favorites because this question is one of my favorites because I know I go against everybody else. Chico's Tacos or Don Cuco's?
I don't think I had Don Cuco's or Chico's Tacos.
You've had Chico's? Oh, you never had one?
I don't think I had. If I did, it was like once. Both of them are kind of mid. Airway got some fire ass rolled tacos. The district, we just had them the other day. Them the best tacos, the best rolled tacos right now.
Yeah.
In El Paso.
Okay. Rap or R&B?
Rap.
Okay. And last one. Which one do you feel like has better music? AI or human?
Human.
Okay.
Organic.
All right. Well, okay. This has been a very interesting interview, I say, to say the least. Is there anything that you want to tell, or things that's going to come out, or things you got coming up that you want to tell them?
Before I get into that, I did have a question for you.
Mm-hmm.
You feel like you know me, or you feel like you met me before? Like just based off the conversation that we had? Do you feel comfortable talking to me?
Yeah.
Yeah. I think one of my favorite compliments that people give me is like, I feel like I know you. Like I feel like I met you before. Like I feel like we've been on each other.
It was more of, I feel like I picked up as I was going. So it's like the more that I talk to you, I could feel what direction I can go. Mm-hmm. Do you know what I'm saying?
I could go any direction.
Yeah.
We could do it. We could do whatever.
Okay.
But I mean, as far as what I got going on, I do have a couple performances. I don't really know the dates off the top of my head, but follow me at Sapio Sincere, SAPIO Sincere on TikTok, Instagram. I'll be posting my events. I'll be posting what I'm doing. I'll be doing TikTok live reviews if y'all are doing music. If y'all want some feedback, we got some cool producers in there. We got some cool artists in there. You can tap in, network, or just join and just, talk shit about niggas' music if you want to. Just keep it cool. Just keep it sweet. And that's really all about it.
Okay. Well, I gave as promised. I gave you a lit interview. You know what I'm saying? I kept it litty. Had a little lituation. And you had a little patience. So with that said, peace.